So I wanted to make a video going over my predictions and hopes for the Game Awards, and my predictions, hopes, and pipe dreams for the games shown there, right? So, that's this video. So we're going to go straight into my predictions. Now keep in mind, I do not want these to happen. These are just my predictions, not my hopes. So my predictions for the awards. Best performance. It's either going to be Laura Bailey or Ashley Johnson from The Last of Us, which they deserve it more than anybody else. I enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima, but let's be honest here. Jen he's not that great. I haven't played Spider-Man yet because I don't have PS5. And I forget who everybody else is, but let's be honest. Laura and Ashley, they could tie. They deserve it. Although Laura probably does deserve it more. As much as I hate that character, probably is Laura. Best soundtrack is going to go to The Last of Us 2. Either The Last of Us 2 or Ghost of Tsushima, I think they'll give it to. I don't think they're going to give much to FF7 Remake because, I don't know. I love FF7. I do. And I think it deserves basically everything. Well, best soundtrack, I'm predicting it to go to either Ghost of Tsushima because I think that game is honestly a little overrated at this point. Like, it's good. It's not. It's pretty good. It's not great or groundbreaking. It's just pretty good. I think it'll go to The Last of Us or Ghost on that one. For best game direction, this is obviously going to go to The Last of Us Part 2. My wokeness. I don't entirely think it's going to win everything because it's woke. I think it's going to win everything because it's The Last of Us and because of who Naughty Dog is. Naughty Dog, I don't think, is afraid of paying off people, and I don't think that the Game Awards are above shilling, you know. Best art direction, this will probably go to The Last of Us Part 2, but I can tell you either Final Fantasy 7 Remake or Ghost deserves it more, but I think FF7 Remake deserves best art direction for sure, right? And best game direction to me, but you know, whatever. That one may not go to The Last of Us, but I do think best soundtrack, I do think best game direction, best performance, and two more will. Best soundtrack, that can honestly go anywhere between FF7, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, or Doom. It could go anywhere between those four, right? Best narrative, you're crazy if you don't think it's going to The Last of Us Part 2. Again, this is another one I think FF7 Remake should get. But let's be honest here. This is going to The Last of Us. There's no question at all. This is going to The Last of Us Part 2. I'm sorry to say it. Game of the Year, we all know who this is going to as well. There's no point in even watching it for the awards. I'm not watching it for the awards. I'm watching it for the trailers. But Game of the Year is going to The Last of Us. You're crazy if you don't think it's going to The Last of Us. Expect a clean sweep. I've made a horrible bet with a friend of mine. I've said, if The Last of Us clean sweeps the Game Awards and Laura Bailey is the one to get best performance, I will play The Last of Us Part 2. He told me not to make that bet because I'll likely have to play the game. Whatever. I'm expecting The Last of Us to pretty much clean house. The one I would think it's up in the air on is best soundtrack because there's 4 really good soundtracks this year. Well, 3 really good ones and then The Last of Us, which is bleh. You know, The Last of Us 1 and 2 don't really have any music. So now time for my hopes on the Game Awards. Now, my hopes for best performance, Ashley Johnson or Laura Bailey. I have no dog in this fight, really. It could go to either of them. They both did really good performances. I can look past my disdain for the game to see they absolutely killed it. And I'm actually going to explain why I dislike that game after I'm done with my hopes for this. I do think John Eric Bentley should have been nominated, at least, for best performance, because he killed it as Barrett, dude. You're going to tell me the guy for Jin Sakai got it, but John Eric Bentley didn't? Come on now. Barrett was amazing, whereas Jin was, he was Jin. I called him Gene, like I'm watching Inuyasha. I'm talking about Rin, or Rin. Is it Rin or Rin in that one? I don't know. Anyways. Best soundtrack, I'm fine with either going to Doom Eternal, Ghost of Tsushima, or Final Fantasy 7 Remake, right? Like, if it goes to any one of those 3, I'm happy. If it goes to The Last of Us, that's how I'll know there's shenanigans, and I'll know that there's something going on, because if The Last of Us wins best soundtrack over those 3, then their chivalry has been made obvious. It is laid for all to see. Best game direction, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake should get this one. Right. I think that the team at Square absolutely killed it. I really do think that FF7 Remake deserves best game direction. Best art direction, I'm going to say Ghost of Tsushima should get this one, just because that game is very freaking pretty. Ghost of Tsushima is a very, very pretty game. I enjoyed it when I first played it, but as time goes on, I grew to dislike it. I've given my reasons. After I'm done with the hopes, I'll say why I don't like The Last of Us or Ghost, I guess. Or why I don't like The Last of Us and why I tolerate Ghost. But I do think Ghost deserves best art direction, right? Like, duh, it's so pretty, dude. It's so pretty you could cry. Best narrative. The only one I see that could even be worthy of getting this one is honestly FF7 Remake. Because, like Ghost, its narrative, it's not that good, right? I saw everything coming from a mile away, right? It's nothing. The Last of Us, I don't think its narrative is that good. FF7 Remake is the one I think could really get it. And people, even the purists would say, well, but it changed stuff. Yeah, but what it changed was the last 5% of the game? What was everything up till that? The original, yeah. And even the last 5% was good. Game of the year, I think it should be Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? I do think it's FF7 Remake, or it should be, because FF7 was really good. In terms of gameplay, in terms of story, everything, FF7 Remake was amazing to me. I think it's Game of the Year. It's a faithful remake with a good reimagining and sequel. It's really good. I do think it should be that. But it'll be The Last of Us. So let me say why I don't like The Last of Us. My reasons are different from a lot of haters. I honestly think if they had been honest in the advertising of this game, I would have been fine with the story the way it is, right? Like if they hadn't showed Joel in the trailers, and what they do have, they hadn't edited the flashbacks to be, old Joel, to be one from, current. Like, if it had just been that, I would have been like, oh, where's the boy Joel at? Oh, I gotta buy this. And I still would have been angry, like annoyed at some things, like Joel's death. I would have thought that was a little dumb. I would have thought Tommy was a bit of a wasted character when he had a ton of potential. I would have disliked some story beats. I would have thought the ending was stupid, but I wouldn't have hated it like I do now. I hate when things trying to lie, and people will say, but the MCU does the same thing. In Ragnarok, they edited out Thor's eye. No. Here's the thing. That's an eye that affects nothing. They replaced the eye the next movie, right? It's nothing. This was like lying on a scale of making you think it was an entirely different game. Right, so it's a little different on that. But, yeah. And that's why I don't like Cuckman. And okay, let me summarize it. I don't like it because of the lying before release and the damage control after release. I think that was really dumb. They lied all the way up to release, and then when people were mad that they were lying, they damage controlled and called everybody haters and homophobes and transphobes and stuff after. That is why I hate The Last of Us Part 2, and why I can never like it, why it'll always leave a bad taste in my mouth for that game and Naughty Dog itself. But now for why I don't like Ghost of Tsushima. Its story is mediocre. Its main character is mediocre. Its gameplay is pretty fun. Its open world is gorgeous. Its soundtrack is really good. I do think its open world has too much to do, though. Like, honestly, if they could have cut out a third or like a quarter of the amount of stuff, I would have loved it. Maybe that wouldn't be my game of the year, but I would have loved it. But yeah. So now for my games shown predictions, so like the trailers. I'm predicting Elden Ring to show up here. I think a lot of us are. Elden Ring is definitely going to be here. There's no way FromSoft skips another thing. We haven't seen it since E3 last year. FromSoft actually did mention it on Twitter, so I see no way Elden Ring does not show up here. Which is going to be really cool, because I'm really interested to see that. Resident Evil 8. We haven't gotten any gameplay apart from that 3-second clip. That one time, even though that was just like Ethan walking with a pistol in the snow. The graphics look pretty good on it, but like, other than that, we haven't seen anything, and it's coming out next year, so I'm definitely expecting to see something at the Game Awards for Resident Evil 8. Next thing, God of War 2, for sure. It's like these are my predictions. My predictions is what I think is going to be there. I am pretty confident these will be there. God of War 2 is going to be there. You know it is. God of War 2 is coming out next year. We got that release date leak of February, which is way too early, but if it's the case, I am beyond happy. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, on God of War 2. I'm pretty confident that's going to be there. We got to see it. Even if it's no gameplay, we have to see the game, but I really want to see some gameplay. Also, before that game comes out on the channel, I'm going to be doing a Give Me God of War playthrough. Maybe on the channel. We'll see. I predict Halo Infinite to be here. The game's been delayed. Two directors have left the project. I think it's looking like Halo Infinite is shaping up to be a disaster, but I'm not going to play it because I don't have an Xbox, but however, it is going to be pretty neat when it's there because Halo, I played Reach on the 360, and I really like Reach, but I haven't played it since. But expect Halo to be there because there's no way it's not. We're going to get gameplay, we're going to get trailer, we're going to get a release date, we're going to get a lot of stuff on Halo Infinite there for sure. Breath of the Wild 2, expect it, maybe. Well, this should have probably been in my... Well, it's not really... I don't hope for it because I don't have a Switch. I need to get a Switch. I really need to. But I kind of expect Breath of the Wild 2, you know, because they had announced it way back when, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a thing. Maybe don't expect gameplay, but expect a trailer and a release window, not a year. I mean, not a date, a window. Expect that. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is for sure going to be there, right? It's 100% going to be there. Expect Horizon Zero Dawn 2, or Horizon Forbidden West. I don't know. I need to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I have it. I just don't like it. I might try it again before it comes out. For sure expect it because it's coming out next. It's coming out like, what did it say? Fall next year, I think is what the guy said. So definitely expect Horizon Forbidden West there. Expect gameplay. Expect a trailer. Expect maybe even a release date, right? Like expect a lot on Horizon Forbidden West. Hellblade 2, expect Hellblade 2. Expect it's going to be there. We ain't seen it since last year. It's definitely going to be there. I'm actually going to play Hellblade 1 at the end of this year. And then if I like it, I'll probably get a PC. Probably go to PC to play Hellblade 2. But I'm fully expecting to see Hellblade 2. And I'm pretty excited because I'm pretty intrigued by Hellblade 1. So we'll see about Hellblade 2. I'm really hoping it shows up there. And now on to my hopes. The first thing in my hopes, Lost Soul aside, I am hoping to whatever God will listen, we will finally see something on Lost Soul aside. It has been like 3 or 4 years since we have seen this game. And it's like Devil, Final Kingdom, Fantasy, May Cry, Hearts. It is awesome. It seems really cool. I am really interested in Lost Soul aside. So I'm really hoping to see it. We gotta see it, right? It's been so long. A lot of people are looking forward to not Devil May Cry. Lost Soul aside. I'm hoping, I'm not expecting it, but I'm hoping for it. Oh yeah, these are my hopes. These are things I don't expect to be there, but I can hope are there. So yeah, Lost Soul aside is like the big one I really want to see there because the rest of these are ones I don't think will be there. The next thing is Project Athia. We actually saw a bit more of that today in that PlayStation trailer. The PS5 trailer, we saw a bit more of it. We learned that it's a 2-year exclusive to PlayStation, which is pretty neat because I predicted to come out in 2022 or 3, meaning Xbox won't get it until 2024 or 5. So that's going to be something. That's a long wait. But yeah. Project Athia is something I really want to see. I want to see some gameplay. I want to see some more of the world to confirm my EOS theory or deny it. I really hope it's right. I want to see the actual name. I want to get a release window, maybe 2021, maybe. Probably not because FF16 is coming in, but still. I really want to see Project Athia there. And my next hope is Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I really want to see FF7 Remake Part 2. Just an announcement. It ain't got to be gameplay. It ain't got to be nothing fancy. Give me an announcement and a release window, right? Like, it's not going to be next year because, you know, Final Fantasy 16. But give me, like, a teaser, a CD teaser, maybe a teeny bit of gameplay or something to hint how far it's going this time. And then release window of early 2022. Or it would be mid because Kingdom Hearts 2022, whatever. And the last hope is a new Dragon Ball game. I haven't really talked about it, but I don't like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I think it sucks. So I really want a new one, and there has to be one coming out every year, so it's about time for an announcement, but it could not be. But I really hope to see a new Dragon Ball game announced. Maybe Xenoverse 3, there's been that thing going on with the website, so I really hope that could be announced, because I need a new Dragon Ball game, dude. Me and my friend have played so much Xenoverse 2. Kakarot sucks. I'm no good at fighting games. I need something new, dude. It is killing me. Now onto my pipe dream. This is my final section of the game of the game's trailer stuff. First pipe dream. Turok reboot announcement. I want it. I need it so bad. I need it so bad, dude. I need Turok. Also, the reason FF16 wasn't in my hopes because they've already announced that they're not going to show that again until next year, 2021. But Turok reboot, please, dude. Survival horror Turok. Let me get it. A mix between Alien Isolation, Resident Evil 7 and 8, dude. Oh, give me that. I need that. I need it right now. And my next pipe dream is Splatterhouse reboot. Maybe by Platinum. I want Platinum to get a Splatterhouse reboot title. I would love for that to happen. Get some like Bayonetta type gameplay for Splatterhouse. I'd kill for it. That's gonna do it for this video. I'm stealing Albino's outro again because for some reason I can't think of one. It's so aggravating all the time. Was there another pipe dream? A Web of Shadows remaster. I can hope and pray for that, but I know that won't happen. Yeah, something for anything Final Fantasy 15 would absolutely send me over the moon, but that game's done. It's not happening. But hey, include that in my pipe dreams. Literally anything for Final Fantasy 15 in any way at all. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know what you expect in the Game Awards on Thursday, and for both of the awards and the trailers. Let me know what you expect. Let me know what you hope. Let me know your thoughts on my expectations, hopes, and pipe dreams. So yeah, I'm gonna be live on Thursday at around 6:15, around 6:10 ish, streaming all the way through the Game Awards. Gonna be live. Don't miss it. Gonna get my reactions to everything in that. I'm gonna have a Deep Thoughts Wednesday, and then that Friday I'm going to have my thoughts on the Game Awards at the end, and that Saturday another Deep Thoughts, and then normal schedule from there. But that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Was there anything else I really had to say here? Nope, I don't think so. So yeah, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in Wednesday's Deep Thoughts episode. Y'all take it easy.